Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Saturday, the 12th of June 2021. Clearly, this is not the Guardian Sudoku. I did that earlier this morning, this afternoon now, and I'm going to have a bash at the New York Times hard puzzle. Since today's Guardian expert level is not particularly expert level, so let's have a bash at this, shall we? Now, what can we see? These puzzles are generally harder than the Guardian ones, I must admit. Okay, something I see immediately is this 6 blocks those squares there, and this 6 blocks up this column here, and so that will allow us to place a 6 there, and this 6 will block those squares, and this 6 will block those squares, so 6 will appear here. This 4 means that neither of those two squares can be a 4. This 4 blocks this row, and this 4 blocks this column, so a 4 must appear there. This 2 stops those two squares from being a 2, and this 2 blocks anything in this column from being a 2, so 2 must be there. And by extension, of course, blocking along this row, and this 2 blocking along this row, so therefore that's a 2 there. Okay, what else can I see? I can see some paired candidates, of course, which is usual, but we should try to get as much in as we can before we start writing in candidates, I think. But that might not be for too long. 8's down there, 8's 5. Okay, I think I'm going to have to start filling in some candidates, so let's get on with that. I see this 9 blocking along here, and this 9 blocking up here, so we should place candidate 9 here and here, and we have candidate 9 here and indeed here because of this one and this one blocking from below. Okay, not much else we can do with those, I think. Fives, okay, this 5 up here blocks down this column, and so it gives us a 5 in 2 possible locations down there, and when we drag that down, we'll see, of course, 5 has to appear in either of these two squares. This 8 blocks down here, so 8 has to be either here or here, and when we bring that down, we'll see 8 can appear as a candidate either here or here because of this 8 intersecting in the middle. Right? Did you get that? So there's 8 up here, and there's candidate 8s in that column there. And not, okay, so 9s can appear as candidates in those 2 squares because of this 9 blocking along there. I feel like what am I missing here? Well, 7, okay, so this 7 stops this square and this square from being 7, and this one stops this square from being 7, so we've got 7 candidates in these 2 squares, which will also block this from being a 7, but that will put 7s in these 2 places, okay, as candidates. Really not seeing a great deal though, I must admit. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to get on and start filling in lots and lots of candidates. Not because it's more fun, but just because I can't see a way out. I do see a pair of 2 candidates here and here, because blocked because of this 2 and this 2. It's a very strange thing driving past. Okay, I'm really not seeing very much. So where to begin? Well, I guess there are more digits in the middle shoot than in the middle horizontal shoot than anywhere else. So that's as good a place to start as any, I suppose. So missing numbers. Okay, 8, 9 we've got. Missing numbers are 1 and 5, and they can go anywhere. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, and 1, 5. In this central block now, we've got 5 and 7. 1s can go anywhere, they're not limited. 2 we have already. 3s are blocked from the central row by this 3 here, if you didn't see it. 4, 5 we have already. 6 we have already. 7 we have already. We're missing an 8, and 8s can go anywhere. So 8. Okay, right over here now, this 1 blocks down this column here, and so we have 1s here. 2 we have already. 3s we don't know anything about, so 3s, 3, 4. 5s we have no idea. 5, 5. 6 we have already. 7 we have already. 8s is our last number. Just 1 8, solitary 8 blocking this square here. And so, okay, now, is that going to be of any use to us? Can't see how it's helping at the moment, to be honest with you. It's not really helping very much. So I've no idea where to go next, but let's take block number 2 and say that this one blocks along here. So candidate 1 there, candidate 1 there, candidate 1 there. 2 we have already. This 3 blocks along this column, so giving us a 3 here, here, and here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Aha! Look, we have a 9 blocking this square, and that leaves only 8, right? 1, let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. And a 9 looking at it. So that's got to be an 8, so we can fill in an 8 there. And we can see that this 9 is going to block this square here, and that's a 1. That's great. So now we can get rid of candidate 1 in those places there, and we're left with 2, 3, and 9. Okay, that's better. And so now we can fill in the 2 squares here. Missing numbers are 4 in these 2 locations. Okay, slightly clearer. Is there anything else that we gained from that? Well, probably, but I'm not exactly sure yet. But anyway, let's continue with our candidate filling. So 6 blocks across here, and this 6 here blocks up here. So 6 will be available for these 2 locations as candidates. Any other restrictions there? For not quite. Ah, yeah, okay. In fact, that square where I am now is a 1, isn't it? Because we already have a 1 here and a 1 here, and they block along the rows. So that's a 1 there. So this has to be a 6 then. Okay, that's fair enough. And now we can fill in candidate. So this 6 will block along this row here. This 6 blocks this row here. This 6 blocks up this column, so leaving a 6 candidate in those 2 squares there. This 8 blocks along this row, and this 8 blocks along this row, and this 8 blocks up this column, so meaning that square, and so therefore 8 candidates can go there. 8 candidates, that doesn't sound right, does it? That of course should be candidate 8. 4, this 4 is now restricted along here, and we have 4 here blocking here, so 4 has to go in one of those 2 squares, which will give us a 4 up here, alright, because clearly this 4 will block along, okay, and this 4 blocks along here, and this 4 blocks up here, right? Okay. Seven. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. Where to look next? Aha, let's change tack slightly and see that this 6 blocks all the way down here. This 6 blocks all the way down here, and guess what? We have another 6 blocking along here. So we've actually got 6 and 8, so that's 2 numbers in 2 squares, which is nice. You know, the rules, that means that no other numbers can be in those squares there. It also means that this square and this square are going to be 4 and 5, but we can't tell which is which just yet, so we can't fill in those, unfortunately, but never mind, at least we have something. Right, so what does it tell us? 3s, 7s, 9s. It's not great. It's not such a great help, though. I was hoping for something slightly better. Okay, I'm just going to have to carry on filling in candidates, I guess. Okay, so this 3 is going to block this square here, so we'll fill in candidate 3 in other locations. 4, we have 5, we don't know anything about 5s, so 5, 5, 5, and 5. 7 is the last number. This 7 blocks this square, so 7, 7, and 7. And let's come down this chute here. So this 1 stops this square from being a 1, and so we can fill in 1s here, 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 and here. 2 we have already. 3, this 3 blocks this square. This 3 blocks these 2 squares, so 3, 3, and 3. This 4 blocking down this column now gives us 4, 4, 4, and 4 there. 5s can come anywhere, so annoying. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 6 we have already. 7, so the 7 blocks this square, and 7 also blocks along here, so that gives us 7, 7, and 7. Is that it? No, we haven't done the 9s yet. Oh dear. So there's a 9 blocking along here, and that's it. So that gives us a 9, 9. No 9 there. Sorry, there's a 9 in that column already. Apologise. But it does give us a 9 there and there. Now I do see a 4 and a 5 and a 4 and a 5 here, so that means here we can remove 4 and 5 in this row. Okay. I didn't by any chance click on a number and add it, did I? I can never tell with this online software. It sometimes adds digits. If you click the mouse on a candidate, it will put one in where I don't want one to be. So I have to be quite careful about that. 8, 6, okay, that's not going to do anything. Right, okay. Right then, so I guess we'll just continue along. So let's maybe start here. So 1s can go anywhere. 2s are blocked from this square here. 3s we have already. 4s we have already. 5s we have already. 6 we have already. 7 blocks these 2 squares. 7, 7, 7. 8 blocks along the middle here, so 8, 8, 8, and 8, and 9 blocks along these 2 squares, but nowhere else, so that's a 9, 9, 9. Okay, over here now, 1, this 1 is going to block down this column here, so 1, 1, 1. 2 is also going to block down this column, but we also have a 2 here blocking along this row, so that's a 2, 2, 2. This 3 we have blocks along here, so 3, 3, 3, 3. Now this 4 blocks down here, but remember we have 4, 5 here, so 4 and 5 are also banned from this square. So 4 can be here, here, and here. 5, now 5 is banned along these 2 squares, alright, because it's a 4 and 5 pair here. So, but nowhere else, so 5, 5, 5, and 5. 6 blocks this square, and 6 blocks down there, so that's a 6, and that's a 6, 7, 8, 9 is done. Okay, so we can actually now place a 3, because that's the only single there, and we had a 1 or a 3 here, so that's got to be a 1. Okay, now let's do some candidate removal. Let's get rid of the 1s up here, and let's get rid of the 1s in this block, and let's get rid of the 1s over here. Now also the 3 that we placed there, and the 3s in this block here, leaving us with 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, okay, and the 7, 9 pair looks okay. Okay, it looks like I can't see any crazy mistakes as yet, so that's a good sign, because that's what I'm really looking for, to see if I've made any hideous faux pas. But so far so good. And actually I now see a number, because now we have this 1, right? This blocks up here, and we have a 1 here blocking down here, so that means that actually that is now a digit 1 that we can place. And so let's go along and remove 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 here, and that will give us a pair of 1s here and here, right? So we can go along and remove 1 there and 1 there. Okay. Now I am looking at this row, and I do believe that I can only see one candidate 7 now. So that's got to be a 7. This is why we pull in candidates. It helps us to see things that can be quite difficult otherwise. So that 7 goes there, which will leave us with a pair of 7s here and here, which is right. Okay, that seems to be okay. That will also place candidate 7 in these 2 locations up there. Okay. Now, can I do anything else? 5, 3, 8. 8, okay. One, 4, 7, 7, 5, 9, 6, 8, 6, 8, 4, 5, 4, 5, 3. Okay. All right. So let's get on and finish the job, as they say. So this 2 blocks along here, the top row. This 2 will block this cell here, so we are allowed to place candidate 2 in these locations. 3, well, we have this 3 blocking up here, and I do believe that's it. So 3, 3. Okay, 4 we have already. This 5 is going to block along the top row here, but that is it. And so 5, 5, 5. 6s we have already, 7s we have already, 8s we have already, and 9s we have already. Okay, so let's see if we can find any patterns to help us up there. The error, as usual, is me forgetting to remove a candidate, and so I already have a 3 here, so I've got to get rid of candidate 3 there. And so when we do that, that will give us a 3 in this location, a digit 3, and that means we can now remove candidate 3 there. Okay, and in fact that will give us a 3 in this location here, and then we can get rid of candidate 3 here. Okay, and how will that affect anything else? Okay, of course the 5-8 pair here now means that we can remove 5 here, and we can remove 5 and 8 here, giving us a 9. So we can fill in a 9 here. Excuse the background sales people, they're just selling fruit of some kind. Let's get rid of the 9, and that leaves 4, 6, and 4, 6 at the bottom. That's correct. Okay, so then this is the only 9 in this column, in this row now, sorry. So that's our 9 there. This now is a 2, this is a 3. This 2 blocks this from, oh, go back, how do I stop that? Go back, oh no, I don't know what I've done here. What's in here? I don't know what I did there. Oh damn. I'll have to recalculate what's missing here now. 1 we have, 2 is not allowed, 3, it could be a, no, it's not a 3. Could it be a 4? No, we've got 4, 6, 4, 6. Actually, we've got 4, 6, 4. That should be a 9, shouldn't it? That is a 9, right? That is a candidate 9. That is a digit 9. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I just messed up with the software, clicking the wrong buttons. Okay, candidate 2 cannot appear here and cannot appear here. That's better. So no 3's hitting. This 3 means that there's no 3 here and no 3 here either. And in fact, 3 is going to have to appear in the top row, isn't it? Because we don't have a 3 in the top row, so we can get rid of 3 there and 3 there as well. Okay. And no 3 here. Okay. All right, that's slightly better. Well, just double check again what I've done, what I'm doing. But I do believe now then this is the only block, square here that in this block that has an 8, so in goes the 8. And oops, I've got to get rid of candidate 3 here, so that will just leave me with a 6. So this is a 4 and this is a 3. Okay, no candidate 6 here now. This will in fact be a 6. And this will have to be an 8. For that reason, this is a 6 then. Okay. So let's do a bit more candidate removal. So let's get rid of the 8 there and the 8 there. Okay, that seems to be better. Okay. Okay. What else? So this has to be a 9 now because we have a blocking 9 here, here, and here. If you cast your eyes down all of those rows, you'll see that that's the only space now where we can fit a 9. And so we can remove candidate 9 here. And down here, this is either a 7 or a 9, so now that we have our 9, that's got to be a 7. And this is 7 or 9, so that's a 9 now. That 9 will give us a 9 here, right, because this 9 blocking up. Okay. And this cannot have candidate 9 anymore. That seems to be in order. Okay, yeah, I think that's looking right now. Let's get rid of candidate 9 here and here now. Okay, where to cast my eyes now? Well, okay, so I see that here we have a 7 and here we have a 7 and there aren't any other 7s in this column. Okay, and then over here, oh, I tell a lie. I thought I'd seen something that I haven't seen. I thought, never mind, let's forget it and soldier on. Okay, and so now this is the only square in this block that needs an 8, so we can fill in the 8 there, and we can remove candidate 8 here and here. And oh look, that's I have 7 already, so that's got to be a 5, hasn't it? So that's a 1, that's an 8, and that's a 7. Now we have our 5 here, so this is a 1. We've got 1 and 5, so that's 8. And this is our 5 now. 5 or 7, that's got to be a 7 clearly. Okay, so 7 down here now. Okay, let's do some cleaning up. Otherwise I'm gonna just get it wrong again. So 7 we move there, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that looks alright. In fact, that will of course give us a 7 here as well, and so we get rid of candidate 7 there. Okay, now back down here, what did I need to remove? Something. This 7, okay, and 7 here, and 7 here. That's better. So now we're left with 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So this can't be a 2, and this can't be a 1. So now we have 4 and 5 and 4 and 5. So there's no 4 or 5 anymore. So that can't be right. So now we're left with 1 and 3 along there. Okay, that's looking better. Now of course 1 or 3, but we've already got a 1 here. And so in fact we can place a 3 there and a 1 there, and we can put a 3 in this space here, and now a 5 goes here and a 4 goes here, and back down here that has to be a 5, and this is a 4. So over here this is a 5 now, and this clearly has to be a 2. This is a 4, so then this is a 5 and 4. We have a 1 up here already, so this is clearly a 2, and that's a 1, and we've almost done now. Now we have a 5 already in this row, you'll see it's there, so that's our 8 goes there, 5 goes here. We have a 2 in this row, a column already, so that's our 5, and the last number is 2. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Please come again and subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. I'm not forcing you, but it would be nice, and you might help me to make some more videos if I feel encouraged. Thank you, and goodbye.